Hello from Alaska, everybody. My name is Josh. I live in Anchorage, Alaska, but currently I'm at the Eagle River, Alaska campground. Decided just to take a ride out here, see how the campground's looking. It's not yet open for camping season, but it will be soon. And I'm going to be riding my bike here to do some bike camping a few times this summer, so I wanted to just check it out, see how it's looking. This is the bike I'll be bringing with me. It's a Sondors MXS 750 watt e-bike. I figured I would just show some of the accessories I've put on here. It's a relatively new bike. I've only had it for a month or so. I've added the rear rack. I have some panniers that are going to hang on here if I feel it's necessary to bring that much with me. This is the Ibera rack. This was recommended right from the Sondors owners group on Facebook, and it fits absolutely perfect. Did have to add this aftermarket bracket here to get it to fit to the bike. That was just a few bucks on Amazon. I have a foldy lock that normally goes on here if I'm gonna have to park and lock it up somewhere. I have the front and rear mud guards. I believe this brand is called Blue Mel's. And I also got that on Amazon for pretty cheap. I believe the kit was $30, something around there. Very, very, very good so far. It's plastic, but it's on there pretty well. Haven't had any issues yet. I did, because of how far this has to come down here to connect, it makes it a little short in the back, so I did add this little flap of vinyl just to keep the spray from coming up and over onto my back, and this has been perfect. Been really good so far. I have the Red Shift suspension seat post. I did have to shim it because when I originally bought this, I bought it for a gravel bike that was using like a 27-inch seat post, something like that, and then I had to shim it up to the Sondors, which I believe is using an odd one, like a 30.4, something unusual. But I bought the shim from Amazon. It was only a few dollars. Works out really well. Using a aftermarket seat here. It's like a comfort gel seat. I have, just for some visibility, I have a couple runners snap bracelets that I just threw onto the back here, a blinky, and this little silver thing you can see here is actually just the spacer that comes in the front fork in the shipping box. You're supposed to throw that away, I suppose, but I have it gorilla taped onto the back here so that I could attach the blinky. I have just a magnetic reflector just for some more visibility. You can actually, it's just a magnet. You can take that off and actually magnetize it to the back of a jersey or a coat. Yeah, just for more safety, more visibility. I have the Salsa anything cradle attached to the handlebars here. As I said, I am going to be doing some bike packing on this bike, so this bike has a very distinct lack of attachment points. There was really nowhere to attach a water bottle or anything, so anything aftermarket that's going to let me carry some more cargo is good. So bought the Salsa Anything cage, got that off of eBay for about $100 less than they wanted retail, and it was brand new, came with all the bags and everything. More Salsa Anything cages, I believe. These came with a little dry bag, and it's just attached with a universal mounting kit. I'm not sure if you'll be able to see that, but it's right here. And then just with the straps that came with the kit, and I put a strip of Gorilla Tape just to protect it and keep it solid. Have this unique little light fixture here. I believe I got that from Amazon UK. I think it shipped from Poland. I could not find one stateside that gave me this particular angle that I wanted. It had to come up from the bracket here and then forward, and then it had to have the handlebar adapter built into it, and that lets me use my handlebar front light kind of down low on the fork, and it's really solid. No problem at all. I was just running out of real estate on the handlebars because if I have the bike packing bag here, there's nowhere for the light to go. Speaking of this thing, because I'm using the Anything Cradle hardware here, it actually takes up the real estate that the bike computer would have used. So I just have that zip tied onto the Anything Cradle with some 3M double-sided sticky in between them for cushion. But this is rock solid. It's actually really good. It's just enough clearance to flip my phone open and not interfere. And the phone looks a little janky. That's an old Toe Peak ride case from like an iPhone 6. That's I chopped up and epoxied to the back of a case for the Motorola Razr, so I could still use this phone. It's pretty cool. Still retains all the features of the old one, just for a phone that was never meant to be used for it. Have a Relevate design. I think this is called the Mag Tank. I have a down tube bag. This is from a brand called Dirt Bags. It's semi-custom, so I just made the top red and the whole bottom is black, and it's like that waterproof X-Pack material, waterproof zipper. And in here I just have spare tube, tire levers, pump, little tool bag, things like that. Added a bottle holder, which I normally keep bear spray because this is Alaska after all. Another little feed bag over here. Have a little compass so I know which direction I'm heading if necessary. I moved the throttle further over so I could move the brake closer and have more grip on the brake. I realized I use the throttle almost never, but I wanted more grip on the brake, and they were reversed out of the box to bring the throttle closer, so I just switched those. Works good for me. Have a tiny little mirror. I need one for the other side, but this is really cool mirror. When you don't want to use it, it just clips out of the way. You don't even know it's there. And then just flip it up when you want to use it. I think that's about it for anything I added to the bike. It's been a great bike. I've been having a blast. It's just so much fun. It's done everything I've asked out of it and more. Couldn't have asked for a better bike. It is a little tall. A little tall. If I had a choice on a frame size, I would have sized down one size on this bike, but this bike is just one size fits all, so nothing I could do about that. But it's not really much of a problem. Just standover height is a little high for me. I think I'm 5'7". I could have used an extra inch of standover height, but it's not bad. I actually had to change my top tube back here. I had one that came further out, and every time I hopped off the bike, it was landing on it. So I had to get a much smaller one, and now it works out great. I think that's about it. Don't think I have anything else added on here that I did not talk about. This bike has a charger built in case you want to charge on the go. I think that was over here earlier, and then I just moved it to get more room over here. That's about it. Thank you for watching this video. Just thought I would quickly show some of the possibilities of adding accessories to the bike. As I said, there's out of the box, there's really nothing. So, you know, if you want to carry some things, you're definitely going to be buying some accessories and bags and brackets and trying to figure out a way to attach them. This actually, now that I think about it, this had a third set of hook and loop for the middle, but because there's a hinge right here, you couldn't pull it through. So I just attached it to itself. Seems to be fine. Don't seem to be a problem. But yeah, thanks for taking a peek at me and my bike, Sondors MXS e-bike. I'm going to enjoy the ride back to Anchorage from Eagle River. I believe it's only about 10 miles. And I made it all the way out here and didn't even, I think it was 15 miles from my house to here. Didn't even use a bar battery yet. It's been great. Thanks a lot. You guys have a good one.